What's good, my fellow main characters? It is I, Bam. Welcome back to the channel for another video, and we're back at it again with another one of my famous Bam Random Thoughts. So today is actually something I was thinking about yesterday, and I was talking to one of my very close friends about it, about the concept of good guys finishing last, right? For context, all of my life, I think I've been considered a good guy, a person that's not really has the title of the bad boy. Not really. I never was the biggest person in the room. I was never the most aggressive or empowering guy in the place through many of my younger years. So I've always been in the category as a good guy. You know, I go to church. I remember many times in school being called, you know, the church boy. My name is Christian, so that gives you that gives you even more context about how good, or the image of a good boy, I actually was. So the concept of good guys finishing last was always something that I personally had to deal with, because when it came to, like, you know, getting girls and getting girls' numbers and talking to them, you know, they were always going for the bad boys. They're always going for the thugs. They're always going for the guys that, you know, were, you know, puberty hit them really fast at that age, and they were just overpowering, and they had this aggressive energy about them and all that stuff, right? So the bad boys always kind of got the girls during that time. It wasn't until I got older and I, you know, went to college and I started experiencing that. Of course, me gaining more muscles, I'm literally on the latter end of the workout right now that I'm doing. Is a full body workout. I might share with you guys someday, because I do want to add more workout videos to my channel, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so complete side note, you guys know channels like Goku Flex and Jax Blades. I'm kind of considering being a channel similar to that, because I may have mentioned in some of my videos before that I do actually have ambitions of becoming a personal trainer. But my one issue about you know, creating workout videos is that I've been doing it kind of as a hobby, kind of learning as I go from YouTube videos, from different websites, and working with different personal trainers. I worked at 2 other gyms before, Retro Fitness and Blink Fitness, so I know a thing or two about working out, and I know how to, like, work my body to get results, and I know a lot of theory and concepts about fitness, but I don't know if I know enough to a point where I feel comfortable giving you guys advice about it, you know? So a lot of the workout videos I might come up with in the future might be just my own personal, you know, share with you guys kind of videos and just give it to you guys. But getting back on topic, I was watching this, I think it was an old podcast by Joe Rogan, and he was interviewing another guy, and that guy was expressing the idea of there's 2 levels of attraction. There is hotness, and then there's beauty, right? And so with hotness is generally, for girls, it'll be considered like physical traits that express youthful energy, express the ability to procreate, express fertility. So things like sizable breasts, big booty, wide hips, clean skin, young looking skin, young faces, big eyes, things like that contribute to that whole idea of, like, hotness, you know. But then beauty is a whole different category of attraction, which is more or less your internal qualities that express your external behavior. So it's a little bit more abstract than hotness, kind of a more classy version compared to hotness, right? And so for guys have a similar attribute associated with that, where you have, you know, hotness and you have handsomeness, right? So for guys, when it comes to hotness, it's the, you know, big overpowering muscles, it's the facial hair, it's the presence about the person, it's a little bit of the aggressive tendencies, it's the aloofness, it's the way you walk in that makes you feel like you're on charge. That is hotness, right? But handsomeness for guys is more of the ability to cooperate. It's more of the ability to, you know, be responsible and handle things, and just have a grip and hold over situations, and the ability to accommodate and support a partner. That is handsomeness, right? So based on my understanding of it, bad boys have a high level of hotness, but they have a low level of handsomeness. You know, you kind of sacrifice one to support the other. And good boys, or good guys, tend to have a high level of handsomeness with a low level of hotness. So the idea with good boys finishing last, or good guys finishing last, I don't know why I keep saying boys, but the idea that good guys finish last is a true statement, right? But I would add an extra caveat to it. Good guys may finish last, but good guys are the only ones that actually finish. The thing about being hot versus handsome is that it's on a time continuum. basically meaning for a period of time, hotness is going to give you the maximum benefit. But as time continues on, handsomeness becomes a higher level considered trait. So if you ever notice, and you kind of see this in like media, movies, shows, and probably in your neighborhoods and in, you know, your life in general, is that, you know, the girls would always go after the bad boys. But who do they end up, you know, having a long-term lasting relationships with in the end? It's a good guy, because the value of handsomeness increases as a person gets older. Vice versa with guys, the value of beauty versus hotness increases as you get older. When you're looking for partners when you're young, of course you want the hottest person there. Of course you want the most attractive and sexy individual there. But as you get older, you're looking for someone that you can settle down with. You're looking for someone that you could be a partner with for the long term. Although a person can still be hot while being beautiful, and of course in your life you should be trying to find that nice balance for yourself. If you're a guy, try to be handsome while hot at the same time. I'm trying to go for that as well. And if you're a girl, try to be hot and beautiful at the same time. But keep in mind, as you get older, it becomes more and more difficult to maintain the level of hotness. But as you get older, I know I heard something weird tapping over there, but as you get older, you're able to steadily increase your handsomeness and your beauty. If you remember those commercials with the most interesting man in the world, no, he's an attractive guy objectively, but it's his handsomeness that's coming out a whole lot more to people. He's a guy that looks like he's got it. He's a guy that looks like he's got everything put together. He's a guy that looks like he dominates, but not in a very aggressive, overpowering, unnecessary way. So it's like, he's the type of guy that you walk into the room, you instantly recognize him, but you don't really feel threatened by him. You more or less feel inspired by him, and you don't really feel a need to try to aggressively assert him, because you know he could defend himself. So it's that type of guy. Keep that in mind. So yeah, the whole idea of good guys finishing last is a true statement, but keep in mind is that good guys are the only ones that actually finish at the end of the day, right? Or the bad boys. They don't end up finishing at the end. You know, they end up getting old and realizing that they relied so much on, you know, their hotness traits that don't last forever, right? Like, I could build up my body as much as I want, I will not be able to maintain the same level of, you know, muscularity and, you know, leanness as I am able to do at a younger age versus when I get into like my 50s, 60s, 70s, even in my 40s. You know, it's just not possible. But you can always increase your handsomeness level. So if you are a good guy just like me, and you know, you're maybe in high school or middle school, or you know, going through life, and you've just been, you know, feeling like you haven't been able to reach out to girls and get attention and stuff like that, don't worry, your time will come. If you keep on working on yourself, and you can work on yourself in many different ways. You can work on yourself physically, mentally, spiritually. As long as you're improving yourself and still keeping those good boy attributes, bro, and I'm telling you from personal experience, every year that passes, man, every year that passes, right? And right now I'm not looking for nobody, because I'm kind of set up in a current nice situation right now. Is as long as you're working on yourself and you're still having that, you know, good guy attributes, as you get older, more and more partners are interested in getting to know you, interested in you taking them out and everything, man. Like, it's just crazy. If you want the fundamentals of it, you know, it's just like, keep working on yourself, keep improving yourself. And even if you're like a person that is at like, you know, middle school, even elementary school and high school, and you're a good guy, don't worry. Keep in mind that there's still other girls out there that, you know, have like mentally matured to a certain point where they're farther along in their psychology, where they're like, you know what, I'm looking for a good guy. I'm looking for a guy that's not overly aggressive, not trying to assert his power all the time, but just a good, genuine guy, you know. And you know, there are girls out there in that age group. They're not in the most numerable, they're not the majority, but they're definitely there. So keep your eye out, keep being you, keep being a good, honest person. And bro, once you start hitting into your 20s, mid-20s, into your 30s, It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap. Let me know what you guys think about videos like this. This is kind of like my backyard. Not the most prettiest backyard in the world, but you know, it's just whatever. I was just getting a quick workout in. I'm using like resistance bands to like get some muscle in. It's a really good workout, man. I gotta show you guys sometimes if you guys are interested in it. Before I set up a program called Project Saiyan, and in one of my videos I put it in the description. It was an update video. I forget which one it actually was in, but I'm working on a new project because I finished Project Saiyan up to like Super Saiyan, and it's the Project Saiyan one is mainly a bodyweight only one. But with bodyweight only, it focuses you getting a lot more leaner, and it takes a longer period of time to get more muscle gains. So I still like the benefits of just doing calisthenic bodyweight work, but I want to add more external resistance training to it. So I picked up a pack of resistance bands, and I created a new program called Project Hero. So right now I'm in the training portion of it, and it's feeling pretty good, man. It's feeling pretty good. There's quite a bit of elements from the Project Super Saiyan that I pulled from, but with the resistance bands added to it, I just feel a whole greater pump. So my fellow main characters, like this video if it made you smile, comment this video made you think. Let me know what you guys think about this topic, and if you have any personal experience on the matter in the comment section down below. I'm trying to be a lot more expansive with my channel, and not only covering like anime and manga stuff, but also covering like life stuff. So I kind of want to do anime reactions and discussions, but also vlog my life and as my experience of being a nerd and like kind of how I see life as well. Also, do you guys like my my One Punch Man OK hoodie? I kind of cut off the sleeves just to get that muscle showing. But yo, yeah, complete side note, let me know what you guys think about One Punch Man season 2 right now. I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. There's some animated scenes that, okay, it looks pretty good. It's just that it's not up to the same standard as One Punch Man was in season 1, created by Madhouse, which is like, it's something that you just kind of have to accept and appreciate One Punch Man season 2 for what it is. So anyway, my family characters, I'm gonna finish this workout. I'll catch you guys in the next one. My name is Bam, and always remember that you are the main character of your own story, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.